Well, Vikings get the win in dramatic fashion against the Jacksonville Jaguars yesterday. They now move to 6-6. Final score 27-24. And we know that dramatic wins for the Minnesota Vikings, they are part of the norm, but there were levels of emotions to this yesterday. Nothing is simple. Starting from the beginning, Eric Kendricks, best middle linebacker in all of football, before the game even started, during pregame warmups, injures his calf muscle because, of course, he did, out for the game. Really? Next, Jaguars, opening drive on offense. They score a touchdown, and it's funny because in real time, it didn't even look like an actual touchdown. I guess based on how the cameraman was moving, it looked like in real time that Mike Glennon threw an errant pass out of bounds. And then I say, wait, why is a Jaguars player celebrating in the end zone? Oh, that was a touchdown? They missed the extra point. They later went up 9-0. And then Cam Dantzler, he records his first NFL interception, had another nice play earlier in the first quarter, very sharp, tight coverage on DJ Shark to force an incomplete pass on third down, forcing the punt. And then what we saw yesterday from Cam Dantzler, that is the real Cam Dantzler. He also had another sick-ass play, which brings up the double R play of the game.
It'll come down to a record at the end of the season. Trevor Lawrence, the Clemson quarterback, widely believed to go number one. The ball again pops free. The Vikings and Cameron Dantzler have it.
All right, so I chose this play because in the preview podcast, I talked about depending on the matchup, if you're facing DJ Shark, you have to fight the football all the way through the whistle. Now, this wasn't DJ Shark who Mike Glennon was targeting. This was Chris Conley. But either way, he makes the catch. Cam Dantzler wraps around the left side of Chris Conley as he turns around, takes his left arm, Cam Dantzler does, and just rips it, just absolutely rips it before Chris Conley gets hit by Davis. Man, give me that stuff, mofo. And Cam Dantzler, not only does he force the fumble, he recovers it. Have a day, Cam Dantzler. I love this Mississippi State product that we have for the Minnesota Vikings. That is the double R play of the game. Now, going back to the Cam Dantzler interception, the Minnesota Vikings offense, they respond by marching 78 yards down the field and ending with a Kirk Cousins touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now, it should have been a 9-7 game had we made the extra point, but Dan Bailey said, not today. More on him later. Then we get to the end of the first half where basically the Vikings, they have a chance to maybe tie the game or overtake the lead. The Vikings, they showed no interest. The Vikings seriously must have the worst 2-minute drill in the entire National Football League. They get the ball back with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the first half. 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 26 in shotgun. Hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook for 2 yards. Really? But hey, the Vikings, they get the ball to start the second half. Okay, cool. Momentum shifts to the Vikings' favor. The Jags, they start the second half. They start the third quarter. Their kicker on the kickoff kicks the ball out of bounds. Great. Vikings, they get the ball at their own 40. This is amazing. 1st and 10, Kirk Cousins pick 6. How have the football gods just been so relentlessly, consistently cruel on the state with some of the most nicest people in the entire United States of America? Jaguars, they go up 16-6. Next possession, Vikings, 1st and 20 after a holding call on Brian O'Neill. 1st and 20, 11-yard catch by Justin Jefferson. 2nd and 9, 40-yard bomb catch by Justin Jefferson. At this point, just get the man the ball by any means necessary. Justin Jefferson, I mean, he's already passed 1,000 yards through his first 12 games as a rookie. That's outstanding. And we already know that Justin Jefferson and Stephon Diggs, they will always be forever intertwined with one another in conversations because of the trade. But look at it like this. The best way I can simplify how the Vikings are doing post Stephon Diggs trade for Justin Jefferson, basically with that pick, 22 in the first round. The Vikings with Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs, they went from having the best wide receiver duo in the league to now with Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, best wide receiver duo in the league. Get this man the ball by any means necessary. They score a touchdown pass to C.J. Ham that cut the deficit to 3. Next possession, Kirk Cousins sells the play action extra hard. He makes the Jaguars defense bite on Dalvin Cook on the right side of the Vikings offense. Justin Jefferson initially goes inside, but then does a quick break to the outside for the 20-yard touchdown pass from Kirk Cousins to Justin Jefferson. Now, it should be a 2016 game, but again, Dan Bailey said, not today. More on him later. Then the Vikings later force a safety only after a bad handoff exchange between Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook at the Jaguars 1. Are you serious right now? They force the safety. They go up 21-16. It felt like for most of the second half that the Vikings were up 50-16. The Vikings defense, without Eric Kendricks, without Danielle Hunter, they shut shit down. And then Dan Bailey, oh my God, makes a field goal. We go up 24-16. And you say, okay, the kicking woes are over. It's all good. We can rest easy now. More on him later. Then the Jaguars, they tie the game up 24-all after a James Robinson touchdown and after a successful two-point conversion pass by Mike Glennon. Okay, let's get this over with. Because on the next offensive possession for the Minnesota Vikings, 3rd and 1, all you got to do is go short or maybe run the football and keep the drive going. Your kicker is at a disastrous game. Instead, on 3rd and 1, you take a deep shot to Adam Thielen. Why? It was so unnecessary, so you put all your faith in the leg of Dan Bailey. It goes wide left. It didn't even have a chance. This was the second coming of Blair Walsh. And so now the Vikings, they go to overtime with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Zimmer says, we are not going to kick the ball until it's absolutely necessary. 3rd and goal at the Jacksonville 5. Should be a chip shot, but my God, I was stressing out. He made the field goal. Vikings win. All the drama you'd expect facing a 1-10 team. Dear God, was that so stressful. But now, the Vikings, after the Vikings winning yesterday and the Cardinals losing to the LA Rams yesterday, even with tie record 6-6, my dumbass didn't realize this last week, but even with a tie record between the two teams, the Vikings, they had the tiebreaker. If the playoffs were to start right now, they would be the 7th seed. So now you're going to have to face a really tough opponent in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next Sunday. Buckle up, folks. We do this 3 times a week. Mediocre at Best Sports Podcast with Realistic Randy. Check me out on Twitter at realistic_Randy, Facebook at Realistic Randy. Over the next 3 weeks, you're going to see different backgrounds behind me, but the show will go on. Next podcast will be on Wednesday. We'll see you then.